What's going on, guys? So we got this '07 Nissan Altima 2.4, not bad condition. Only thing wrong with it's got a bad control arm, a bad strut mount, um, busted sway bar link, and other than that, everything else works fucking perfect on it. uh, it's got a bogus door handle. Cover just pops off. Didn't install it right. And other than that, that's all that's wrong. So we're gonna fix all that for around $100. Donor parts, everything. We're gonna go get them right now. Let's go hit the big boy toy store, aka the junkyard. What's going on, YouTube? So bought ourselves a little Nissan Altima. The body was really good condition. Like a couple weeks after we bought it, somebody smashed them. They smashed that fender, and then they smashed this whole side. Still got to repair that. We repaired the fender, but I'll show you guys everything I did. Let me show you guys everything I did to get it going. Out in my area, those Nissan Altima sell for anywhere from 25 to 45. That one's '07 Nissan Altima 2.5S. So initially when we went to check it out, we drove it around. It needed some work. We ended up getting the car for around $2,000. We didn't want to spend any more than $2,500. It did have some issues. It had a bad control arm and a bad strut, but we figured that'd be an easy fix. With these Nissan Altimas, make sure you check your spark plugs, because it's a common issue that the valve cover spark plug seals leak, and on those you can't actually just replace the seals. They only sell the whole cover. I came up with a hack, so if you want to know how to do that, watch my next video. But here's the details on how we got that car. So here's what we spent. We used all donor parts. All right, we got the spring with the strut for $15, a $5 core. Brand new, it would have been $140. The interchange for that part is from a '07 to 2012 and some 2013 for the strut and the spring. For the lower control arm, we got it for $30, $20 for the part, $10 core. Brand new, it would have been $130. The interchange for that is any '07 to '12. You can fit that part for a donor. We replaced the sway bar link, both of them actually, for $10. And the new ones are $30 each. We also went to replace the spark plugs, and when we went to do that, we saw that it was completely full of oil. So we snoozed on that, but it's all right. We paid $36 for the spark plugs. We did an oil change, $35, and the valve cover gasket was $25. The spark plug seals, they do not sell them. They only sell you the gasket. So the hack would be getting the seals for a 2010 Honda Civic 2.0. They're the exact dimensions. You will have to do some modifying, but just watch my next video for that. And the valve cover, I could have got it for 10 bucks with a $5 core. Brand new, it's 80. But and the interchange is 07012. I didn't end up buying it because I figured if I was going to replace my bad one with another one that's the same setup, it was eventually going to go bad. So in the video, I just kind of show how I went and got the donor parts and I installed them, and how we discovered the seals, which that was the main problem. But regardless, we saved a whole bunch of money using donor parts. The car's working perfectly fine now. So this is what we ended up paying. 15 struts and spring, 20 for the control arm, 10 for both sway bars, 36 spark plugs, 35 oil and filter, 25 for the valve cover gasket, and then I think it was 30 something bucks for the seals. You have to buy obviously the seals and the gasket for the 2010 Honda Civic. Make sure it's a 2.0 though. Alright, and then I'll show you guys how I repaired the valve cover gasket seals, which was the main issue. It was running a little rough. It looked like they tried to replace the spark plugs, but replacing the spark plugs doesn't really do shit. So but we still, saved a whole bunch of money. If we would have took it to the shop to get all this done, it would have been, I don't know, maybe close to $1,000. But we literally spent like 150. So, all right, stay tuned for the next video where I show you how I hacked that the seals on the valve cover. Alright, we got our donor parts. Strut looks like it was replaced. It still has the sticker on it. The control arm is okay. It's not the best, but it's better than the one we have on the car right now. There's no bushing left in it. The whole control arm moves back and forth. So 21 both sides, 13 on top, 18 bolt holding onto the knuckle, and 21 in the back. I'm gonna get the strut out the way, and then I'm gonna finish getting the control arm out. Alright guys, so these are our busted parts. Look at the sway bar links just dangling. Control arm is shot all the way. Those are our donor parts. Control arm, sway bar, link, strut. Let's get it. Let's get in there. So we have bad news. The whole look at that. You see all the oil inside that spark plug tube? That's a shit load of fucking oil. Look at that. Making progress, guys. Got the strut loose, control arm, everything's loose, all the bolts are out. This sway bar link is stuck to the strut, so we don't have to worry about taking it out. Just got to remove the ball. And other than that, we're ready to take out the strut, ready to take out the control arm, put the donor parts back in, and we're done. We've only been working at it for like 30 minutes. Look at that oil. Disgusting. It's a black hole. Hey guys, quick tip when you're removing that lower control arm to get the bolts in and out. The control arm needs to be kind of level. What I did is I tied this strap here to my axle and my hub, and then I put a piece of 2x4 right through the hole. It's holding it in place, and now we can just beat the control arm off and install the new one in with no issues. Alright guys, our donor control arm, sway bar link, and our brand new strut is in place. These are our old parts. This is our old control arm. This thing was shot. The ball joint was gone.